Yeah. Welcome back. Mother's Day Mayhem. Yeah. Respect to all the mothers who did their number one job, and that's secure a good man for their kids, a good father for their kids, and did everything in their power to keep the family together and put herself aside for the greater good of her kids. Shout out to the mothers who knew that the best thing I could do for my kids is facilitate a household that has a father in it, their father in it. And they put the importance of that over their own personal feelings. Shout out to those mothers specifically. Yeah. Hit the like button. Rumble lights. Hit the like. Rumble lights. Hit the like. YouTube. Hit the like. YouTube. Hit the like. We kind of heavy on Rumble. 6 watchers. That's what's up. I mean, that ain't really heavy. I mean, that's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? 6 watchers is heavy on Rumble, but for me it is. Rumble lights in the house. I'm gonna have to try to check on y'all periodically if I remember on this live. I usually just pay attention to the YouTube chat. Yeah. About to get right into it, you dig? We about to get started. Yeah. Yep. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. $25 live stream goal for me to stay on 2 hours. Cash App, PayPal. If you don't got Cash App or PayPal, you can put your card into Streamlabs. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
That's a big batch.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
What you got my 40, homie?
I thought you had $200.
I do. But I won't spend Red's money.
You're going to come up to me and hug my neck and kiss me and say, thank you for getting that money out of my pocket.
Oh, I'll just hold on to my money because, you know, there's hardship. Be careful.
You need to make a vow of faith of $1,000. Oh, Bob, couldn't you say 25? No! You can't make a $1,000 vow of faith. I'm saying in faith.
Tithe! Give money and you'll get the blessing. If you don't, nothing for you.
Put some anointing on this money. You put something up here. You put... Woo! Prosper, I said. See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. I don't want to hear no more excuses about what y'all can't afford. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Donations.
Thank you, Lord. You say you want to make a $500 vow? Then do it. If that takes faith for you, do it. You want to make a $100 vow or $200? If that takes faith, see, I like 1,000 because I know I got you. I got you into faith.
We back, we back, we back. Happy Mother's Day. Let me know what y'all think. Did everybody hit up moms? Do anybody got any mother horror stories? Did everybody already text or call your mama and thank her for making you? Shout out to all the dudes who had piece of shit mothers. You know, I'm here for you, brother. Brothers. You know, nobody ever talks about that on Mother's Day. Would that be the wrong time to bring that up? Uh, our mothers, our mothers, our mothers. We love them as flawed as they were. Corey Holcomb say you ain't a real man until you realize your mother wasn't shit. Some truth to that. You know, but I mean, a lot of kids look at their mothers with these rose colored glasses. I've matured enough where I can see all the error in her ways and still love her and forgive her and not hold anything against her. She couldn't help it. She's just a woman. She couldn't help it, y'all. She couldn't help it. Yeah, I'm going to say this again. I said it a couple minutes ago. Shout out to all the mothers who succeeded at facilitating an intact household and put her own feelings aside so her kids could grow up with the father in the household. Those the mothers that we're going to shout out on this day every year that we still doing this. Specifically. Those are the mothers we're going to exalt on this day. You know, on this Sunday service, for this Sunday service on Mother's Day. But yeah, y'all know what it is. Hit the like button. Let's get the donations up. I'm passing the donation plate around for this Sunday service. Go ahead and tithe. Go ahead and tithe. You know, I should play that donation one on Sunday since I got all the preachers begging for money. I should play that exclusively on Sundays. Yeah, let's get into it. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. If you don't got PayPal and Cash App, you can put your card directly in the Streamlabs, or you can do Super Chat, Super Sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Let's get into this ridiculous, absurd nonsense. Mother's Day mayhem.
Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Enter the manosphere.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
Yes, I'm single. I'm what you would call super single. Cause like, I ain't got no hoes.
Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Huh?
They lay you down, they spray you down, but they don't stay around.
This whole threat of women, oh, you're gonna grow old and die alone. No, we're not. That's not a threat. We have our friends. We have our sisters with us. Did you ever see the Golden Girls, my dude?
Oh my
That's
God.
not a cautionary tale. It's a goddamn victory lap.
Oh boy. She's super single. You know why women have to say they're super single or they're single? Because usually they're not. That's why they have to specify. See, they're having girl talk in front of everyone. Because, look, we all know pretty women are never single. There's always some guy somewhere. She definitely got some guys she can call right now. Well, that's pretty much most women. But she got some guys in her phone. If she really needed some dick, she got some guys in her phone that she's hitting up. Now, I hear you, Keri. Keri Hilson, a gorgeous woman. She's a beautiful woman. Actually, I would say Keri Hilson. Let's pull up some pictures, man. Pretty women are the most cursed in the dating market. And we're going to talk about why. Keri Hilson is gorgeous. Oh, Michelle Obama, I'm in therapy. Shut the fuck up, Michelle. Sit your ass back down. Women shouldn't be in the forefront. Let's see. Oh boy, Keri Hilson. Spelled that wrong, but that's a bad picture. But let's hold on. Keri Hilson. I spelled that wrong. I'm trying to get a natural. No, she got the bangs right there. She's a beautiful woman. I mean, yeah, this is a great picture right here. This is a gorgeous woman. If somebody said she was a 10, I wouldn't argue with them. She's a 9 or 10. I give it to her. Fuck it. Um, yeah, Mr. Cut. What the hell is Michelle Obama complaining about? Yeah, go spend your millions and shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear millionaires complain. They just don't. So, oh my goodness, she said she ain't got no hoes. Why are you even still talking like that, ma'am? You're 42 years old. But yeah, she can get every inch, as T Orlando would say. Every motherfucking inch all day. You know? Wow. Let's see, where do I want to start with her? Where do I want to start with her? Uh, one thing I was thinking, I should probably change the way I go about live streams. I should probably do more clickbaity live streams. Not clickbaity, but like for example, if I knew I was doing this video, which I just pulled up last minute, right before I went live, I would have put like a picture of Keri Hilson and said like Keri Hilson is doomed, or what should I? Maybe I should change it right now. Let's do it real quick. Should I do it? Let's see. See if I can get some new fans. Hold on, I'll be right back, y'all. Let's see if I can find a picture of Keri Hilson. See what happens. Let's see if the numbers go up if I do a little clickbaity shit. Hold on. I'll be right back, y'all. Bear with me. Yeah, bear with me, bear with me. All right, let's find a good picture of Keri. I just found one. Here we go. Yeah. Bear with me. We're coming right back. Yep. Almost done, y'all. Let's run it back.
Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Enter the manosphere.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
Yes, I'm single. I'm what you would call super single. Cause like, I ain't got no hoes. I'm just kidding.
Well,
okay, which part were you just kidding about, Keri? Which part were you just kidding about? Were you kidding about phrasing it like I don't got no hoes? Or were you kidding about the fact that you ain't got no hoes? Look, we know what it is. You got hoes. You're one of the prettiest women. Honestly, and I'm not trying to gas this bitch, but let's keep it real. Because one day I was looking up all the supposed to be hot female celebrities, and when you really look at them, they weren't really that hot, a lot of them. They were cool, they were 7s, they were 8s. But you're one of the few women who are in the public eye who I can honestly say is a solid fucking 9. Like a solid, hard 9. So we know a hard fucking 9 who's constantly in rooms with high value men doesn't have a dry phone or a dry inbox. So it's just a stupid thing to say. I ain't got no hoes. I'm one of the best looking women to ever be in the public eye, but I don't got no men on deck. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Hold on, I got this for you, Keri. As pretty as you are, I still got this for you.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas spy out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Let's let her cook a little bit. See what she say. It's not gonna be anything intelligent. Or it's not gonna be anything that's gonna make us look at her in a more positive light, I'll tell you that. But yeah, let's get the likes up. Let's get the donations up for a 2-hour stream. We looking to meet a $25 goal. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. If you don't got Cash App or PayPal, you can just put your card in Streamlabs. Let's get it.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Today, I'm going to hit you with a serious question. One that deserves real answers in the comments. No trolling, no NPC takes. I'm talking about thoughtful grown man conversation. Now, if this question doesn't apply to you, no worries, skip the video. But if you're in the manosphere and you're paying attention to the realities men face in dating and relationships, this is one of those moments to stop and think. Before we get into it, let's introduce today's guest on the Dating Foolishness Files, Miss Keri Hilson.
Hey guys, it's Keri. I am about to read your text messages. That's right, messages from you. And I did say ask me anything. So we're about to see what Keri crew, that would be you, what you guys want to know from Keri. Okay, let's just dive in.
You think people want to know, you fine ass bitch. Who you dating, who you fucking, who dick you sucked, who dick you willing to suck. That's what people want to know about pretty women. That's what men want to know about pretty women. And actually women want to know that too about pretty women. The same thing most people want to know when it comes to specimens like you. Nothing about what you think about, foreign policy. I assure you.
Okay, let's just dive in.
Enter Keri Hilson, 42 years old, singer, celebrity, public figure, still attractive, still polished, still doing her thing. Let's just be honest here. She looks good. That's not being a simp jutsu master. That's observation. If you feel the need to deny it just to stay loyal to your red pill rage, you might still be emotionally fasting from your last breakup. Relax, bro. We're talking. We're analyzing. This is the manosphere. Now, according to her own words, she's single. No, super single. Not talking to someone. Not figuring things out. So here's the question I want you to answer seriously in the comments. Would you date Keri Hilson? I'm not.
Okay. All right, fellas. Let's oh yeah, T Orlando. I said that earlier in the live stream. I even gave you a shout out, T Orlando. I said Keri Hilson could get every inch. Shout out to T Orlando. Yep. I already said it. Yeah, I can't even front. I know in the red pill community we try to downplay, oh, she ain't all that. Yes, she is. This is one we can't front and say she ain't all that. She looks wise, she is. Now, but what this channel is about is bypassing what the bitch look like and going deeper. You know? Saying says he would pay a solid $500. Let me see, how much would I pay to pluck Keri Hilson? Man, I ain't going front. I'll say I ain't going. I'm trying to be real.
Not talking
I'm
about.
trying to be real, y'all. How much would I pay to boink Keri Hilson? I would say I would pay 1,000. I'll give her a stack. I think she worth 10 hundreds, y'all. I think she worth 10 hundreds. I'll pay $1,000 for an hour with Keri Hilson. T Orlando say he would pay 10K if he can get her for 12 hours. 10K for 12 hours, so that's still about the same rate I would pay, because I would pay 1,000 for an hour. I don't need a bitch for more than an hour though, but well, no, I know she wouldn't actually take $1,000, but I'm just saying, what would I be comfortable paying? Like, if Keri Hilson was just down bad and selling her pussy, even though we know she could sell it for more than that. I'm just saying, there's no circumstance where I'm paying more than $1,000 to fuck Keri. But what was I gonna say? Oh, okay. Would I date Keri Hilson? No, she's damaged goods. Unfortunately, she's damaged goods. I'll put it like this. Yeah, I'll put it like this. I will give it a chance. I'll give it a chance. I would talk to her and see what she's talking about. But you know she's gonna be entitled. She's gonna feel like you gotta give her the best and you gotta be at your best at all times. It's the downside of trying to date a 9 or a 10. Like but I would take her out on a date. But she's so picky. She picky, man. I'm not saying she wouldn't like me, but she probably wouldn't like me. But that's not me having low self-esteem. She should like me. I genuinely believe in my heart I would be a blessing to her life. Oh, I gotta check my PayPal. Well, it's too hard. Well, I could check my PayPal. Well, just tell me what you sent, Mr. Cut. But thank you, Mr. Cut. I will check my PayPal. It's just too much of a hassle to check it right this second. But I probably need to just download the fucking app so I can get a notification. But what the fuck was I saying? Shout out to Mr. Cut. Let me just do this real quick, and then I'll keep breaking it down about me dating her. Yeah, T Orlando say I can't take her to mom's basement. Yeah, I would get an Airbnb. But look, I wouldn't even feel comfortable taking a bad bitch like this. Like, yeah, I would take her to a nice place. See, that's what I'm saying. Bad bitches inspire motherfuckers to do shit that maybe they wouldn't do. All right, yeah, thank you, Mr. Cut. So okay, so 10. So we got $10 for the 2 hour stream. But yeah, I ain't gonna front. I'm not saying I would simp for Keri, but yeah, I how can I put this? I don't know if I would say I roll out the red carpet for her, but See, here's the thing. You can't roll out the red carpet for a bitch like this. Here's the thing. Keri Hilson agreed to go on a date with me. I would get fresh outfit, obviously haircut. You know, I get my shit together. And I would take her to a nice little spot. $100. Well, I take her to a nice spot, $50 a plate. I spend 150 on the bitch and see where it go from there. So I don't know if that's considered rolling out the red carpet. See, with bitches like this, you can't roll out the red carpet up front, man, because she already used to niggas trying to roll out the red carpet. She would have to show me that she really feeling me. You know, after she already gave me the pussy and she submitting and all that, then I might you know, nah, I still wouldn't. T. Orlando said the $50 plate won't cut it. Well, that's all I'm giving her, man. That's all I'm giving her, man. I would nice outfit. I would get super fresh. I'd be smelling good. I'm trying to think. See, here's the thing. I already said this before. Me and her would have to really chop it up for hours on the phone before I would even take her out. So no, you know what? I take it back. I wouldn't take her out on a date. I wouldn't take her out on a date until we chopped it up on the phone for hours and hours, and I'm really feeling this bitch. Like aside from her looks and body, like if we chopped it up for a week for 2 hours a day, and I'm like, I really like this bitch. Like, and she really feeling me, and she acting like she like me. She texting me first. Um she calling me first. She checking in on me. She asking me if I need anything. We having intellectual conversations. I'm feeling what her character coming across like. Yeah. If we had a week of that, then yeah, I roll out the red carpet for the bitch on the first date. Yeah. Yeah, I would. After all that, then yeah, I would roll out the red carpet for her. I would rent a nice car. I would take her to a nice ass restaurant, get fresh. Yeah, because she at that point she kind of earned it a little bit. But yeah, this for you, Mr. Cut. This for you, Mr. Cut. $10 down, 15 more dollars to go for a 2-hour live stream.
That's a hard nigga.
It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
You a gangster now. I'm winning any motherfucking way. I can't lose.
Okay, so real quick, back to would I date Keri Hilson? Would I forgive her for her past, her sketchy past? She done did all type of bullshit. She 42. She look like this. I don't think she ever been married. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. If a woman that look like this never been married, you know she been, man. Listen, she done been ran through. No question. You gotta think she been found like this since grade school. She been getting ran through by all the bad boys and all the top tier dudes. Cause a bitch like this ain't fucking with no regular schmegular dude. And I got a point I want to make about that real quick. But let's look up if she ever been married. I'm almost positive she hasn't been. But I spelled her name wrong. Keri Hilson ever been married? Okay, not currently married. Focus on her music. Her music career is over. Like, let's just stop it with that shit. Um, damn, she worth 25 million. Hold on. How much? I didn't think she would be worth that much. Did she have a successful career like that? I didn't think so. I thought she had a couple songs. How much is Keri Hilson worth? Yeah, that's more like it. I can see her running up 5 million. Okay. Um, Yeah, she never been married. So here's the thing: when a woman look like this, she's only fucking with top 5%ers of whatever room she in. The starting point for this woman, a woman like this, is top 5%er in the room. That's just to get the number top 5%er. Now you gotta think, she black. I think she grew up in Atlanta, whatever, Georgia, something close. So I'm not gonna say she grew up in the hood, but she probably grew up in the hood. So you know who the top 5%ers in the hood are: the street niggas, the gangbangers, the kingpins. She done had her fair share of dope boyfriends. You know what I mean? But here's the point I want to make. And she didn't fuck. We noticed she didn't fuck with athletes, fucking CEOs. She didn't fuck with a little bit of everything. For the past, she's 42, so for the past, what's 42 minus 15? Shit, top of my head. 42 minus 15, 32. What's that? 27? Is it 27? I think it's 27. Yeah, she's been fucking since she was 15 years old. Of the top 5% of dudes who were in her vicinity. So she been getting fucked on for 27 years. By the creme de la creme men. Whatever that was in whatever culture she was hanging around at the time. So the point that I want to make is here's the thing about being a 9 or a 10 woman. Who a 9 or a 10 man, you're just another day at the office. And see, that's that's why 9 or 8, 9, and 10 women are the most cursed in the dating market. Because they don't have that leverage with those top 5% men that they would have with the bottom 95% men. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just another bitch. You're gonna get cheated on. You're gonna get cheated on because that top 5% man you with, he got other bitches who trying to fuck him who look just as good as you. And after and and here's the thing, man. After you get into a relationship with somebody, the hype of them being fine goes away. It's like, okay, yeah, Keri fine, but if me and Keri Hilson was dating, after 3 months, I wouldn't be so hyped up off how fine she is. Not to be crass, but I would have smelled her farts by then. I would have dealt with her bad attitude and mood swings by then. You see what I'm saying? Like, the hype of her being fine would go away after 3 months. And then I would be able to write you a 10-page report on all the things that irritate me about the bitch after 3 months. See, that's what people don't talk about when they have the conversations about, oh, would you date Keri Hilson? And oh, what I wouldn't give to, date Keri Hilson. I mean, looks only go so far. You're gonna get tired of fucking her after 3 months because you got to actually deal with her brain when the honeymoon phase wears off, and that's where shit start getting hectic. Um, But here's the thing: even if she didn't grow up in the hood, she's black. She gravitated her way to the hood somehow. you know, she did somehow, some way. I assure you, she had. So, is anybody denying that she had her fair share of hood dicks up in her? Is anybody trying to argue against that? Anybody? Are you trying to tell me that Keri Hilson has never fucked a drug dealer before? Is anybody trying to down that hill? But anyway, to these top 5% men, they're gonna get tired of fucking Keri Hilson, and they're gonna get tired of her attitude and her mood swings, and then they're gonna cheat. And that's why she's not with anybody. If if I asked her, like, why do you think you're still single now, um she would essentially tell me because all the men cheated on her. I would be willing to bet that she would say all of her boyfriends cheated on her. And if she ever had one or two boyfriends who didn't cheat on her, she cheated on them because they were weak beta male punks who were kissing her ass too much. I'd be willing to bet my mom's basement on it. Like that would be her testimony. Um. So yeah, that's why pretty women are cursed, man. Now, if she would have settled down with an average Joe, it would have worked out. If she could have saw the value in the average Joe when she was 16, 17, 18, 19 and fell in love with the average Joe type and built with him, it could have worked out. But not with her getting in the entertainment industry because her hypergamy wouldn't have let her stay with the average Joe from back home. But if let's just say Keri Hilson was never famous, but she still looked like this, obviously, and she settled down with the average Joe at 19, 20 and fell in love with him and lost her virginity to him, then she could still be married today. Yeah, she definitely a sack chaser. So she's cooked. I'm sure she's irreversibly damaged at this point. She's 42. It's over. She's cooked. I mean, she could find some symptom area for sure. But as far as a marriage working from 42 to deathbed, I don't think it's ever going to happen. I'm very confident that's never going to happen. Also, women who are in the world and always in front of the camera and moving around and boss babes and always busy, they just make terrible wives. They just make horrible wives. Because think about it, even if she got with a guy who really wanted to stay with her or whatever, she's gonna find something better out and about. Or even if she don't, he gonna get tired of not being able to see her and cheat. It's just, look, T. Orlando said he would wife her. Okay, T. Orlando, that's a big it's a big statement for a woman you don't know personally. But all right, T. Orlando. So okay, let's be clear. I don't know if you trolling or what, but T. Orlando, are you saying you would marry Keri Hilson? Are you? I mean, just based off what she looked like, I'm assuming because you don't know her. So are you saying you would marry Keri Hilson just off looks and body alone? Is that what you're saying? Let's just get back into it. So everybody leave in the comments right now. Just yes or no. Would you seriously date Keri Hilson? Okay. T. Orlando says yes. He would put a ring on Keri Hilson essentially just based off what she looked like in her body. So hey, y'all sound off on T. Orlando in the comment section. Now, anyway, Derek Mills say in the West women become pretty and believe it's a hall pass to be an asshole. Well, facts. It is a hall pass to be an asshole, Derek. In America, essentially, it is. If you pretty, you can act like a piece of shit, and people will still, put you up on a pedestal. It is a pass. So yeah, everybody who's watching this right now, say yes or no if you would seriously date Keri Hilson. We know T. Orlando answer is yes. So everybody else vote and put yes or no if you would or wouldn't seriously date Keri Hilson. My official answer is just based off my RP knowledge, I would say no. If I had to give an answer, I would say no. But if Keri Hilson was hitting me up, I would see what's up with the bitch. I ain't gonna front. I would give her a chance and just see what she talk about for a week. That's my answer. But I wouldn't have my hopes up. I really wouldn't have my hopes up. I definitely try to fuck though.
You date Keri Hilson. I'm not talking about just smashing. I'm not talking about just smashing. I'm not asking if you'd slide in her DMs after a Henny night. I'm talking serious dating, relationship, commitment, that level. And this is especially for men 25 and up, because we are seeing more and more women in their 40s talk about dating younger guys like it's the new normal. But before you answer, let's roll some clips and provide some context. Here's your...
Okay, yeah. I think everybody in here Everybody in my chat right now would fuck around with Keri Hilson, T. Orlando. Like, yeah, I would fuck around with Keri Hilson, but we're not talking about just fucking around, a casual fling. We talking about serious dating, like vetting her for marriage, like taking her serious, introducing her to your family. Like, that would be a hell of a flex. I ain't gonna front. For Thanksgiving or Christmas, whatever, show up with Keri Hilson. Oh, motherfuckers would be hating hard. Let me talk about that real quick. Having Keri Hilson on your arm is gonna bring a lot of fucking problems to you, sir. A lot. See, that's another element to dating bad bitches. It's gonna you gonna get hated on at the restaurant by the waiters. The waitresses gonna be throwing shade. Motherfuckers gonna be trying to fight you, possibly shoot you, try to test your manhood in public. Why you with this bitch ass nigga, Keri? Like, it's a lot of downsides that come with having a bad bitch on your arm. I know, oh, you ain't man enough. No, it ain't about being man enough. Who wants to put up with all that bullshit? You know? But okay, let's just continue. I can't. I look. Can I speak on Keri Hilson's character? Can I speak on Keri Hilson's character? All I could go by is what's been said in the public. So based on what's been said in the public and what I know about her and her dating Lil Wayne and this one and that one, yeah, I would say she has the typical standard, the typical character that a bad bitch has, which isn't a good one. If I had to take a wild shot in the dark based on all the data I have available to me, would I say Keri Hilson is a good person? Fuck no. I never assume that any woman is a good person until she thoroughly proves to me that she is. So fuck no, I wouldn't say Keri Hilson has a good character if I'm just taking a wild guess. Y'all let me know what you think. Do y'all think Keri Hilson, if you just had to take a wild guess in the dark based on everything you know or have known your whole life about pretty women like this, do you think she got good character? All right, I'm about to go get something to eat. I'm gonna play something else real quick, and then we're gonna get back to this. Let's get the donations up. $10 down, 15 more to go to stay on 2 hours. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. If you don't got Cash App or PayPal, you can put your card directly in Streamlabs. What else do I want to play? Probably need longer than that. Let's see. What's this? All right, fuck it. I'm gonna play this until I get back.
Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Enter the manosphere.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
When was the last time you saw a woman give 1,000% to the man that is doing everything right? In fact, women will come online every single day and actually justify cheating on the good guy because she needed more in the relationship. And what she meant by that is that there wasn't excitement because the only type of excitement that fulfills her is toxicity.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily, where we don't sugarcoat, practice simp jutsu, or sell lies. This video right here, prime red pill content. It's one of those clips that shows exactly why the manosphere gets so much hate. Why? Why? Because we say the quiet part out loud. No filters, no fake empowerment speeches. Just raw, brutal truth about female nature. And yes, fellas, the red pill can be a bitter pill to swallow. But don't worry, because at the end of the tunnel, there's light. And that light is freedom. So quick disclaimer, if you're still out here believing love is unconditional, or that women love you for you, yeah, this one's gonna sting a little. Let's get this highlight reel started.
Now, here's an uncomfortable truth, right? Women today either respect men or they disrespect men, and therefore they resent you and possibly even fear you. And the scariest part is that a lot of men are behaving or operating in a way that they believe puts them into the respectful category, when in fact they are actually in the disrespect category. Now, there really isn't any in between. anymore.
No in between, fellas. Women can respect you today and completely flip tomorrow. You could be her hero on Monday, lose your job on Tuesday, and by Wednesday, she's out here calling you emotionally unavailable while texting Chad and from the gym. Years of sacrifice? Irrelevant. It's performance-based love. You stop performing, she stops pretending. That's the game.
Because you have men out here that are working 80 hours a week to provide for their families. You have men out here who are pursuing women casually. They are, showing up. They are doing the dates. They are doing the flowers. They are planning the vacations. They are, emotionally in tune. And if they're not, they're going to therapy to figure it out. They are everything and more that women can ask for. And guess what he gets? He gets dumped. Do you know why he gets dumped?
Why?
Because he's boring. Because he's the nice guy and she doesn't feel connected to him because he doesn't feed the part of her that needs the highs and the lows of the chaos.
In the modern world, red pill culture has become a philosophy around men who believe society has lied to them about women,
Has it not, Matthew? Has it not?
relationships, and male identity. Basically, the idea...
Have men not been treated as second-class citizens? Have schools not been tailored towards women for quite a number of years now? Has the indoctrination that masculinity is something to be ashamed of not been drilled into men from a young age when they're told from age 5 that boisterous is a bad quality? Do you not see that, Matthew?
Oh, look, Matthew Hussey, the nice guy whisperer. This man's been serving women cotton candy advice for a decade. Just be emotionally available and she'll love you forever. Yeah, okay, Matt, but now that men are starting to wake up, he can't ignore it anymore. The red pill truth is leaking through the cracks. And guess who's calling it out? A woman who sees straight through the BS.
Men don't want you to be their mother. They love having you take care of them and being a mother in a good way, but they don't want to feel like they are being lectured and told what they can and cannot do when they're your romantic partner instead of your son. So if you're constantly nagging at him, if you're constantly trying to remind him, when you're trying to control him, trying to micromanage where he's spending his time, why he isn't home yet, but if you're constantly coming at him like he already did something bad and you're there to try to control him or get him back on track, that is one reason why he might not like you.
People like to pretend that casual encounters don't affect them, that they can keep things purely physical, but that's just not how human beings work. Science has already proven that intimacy creates attachment, whether you want it or not. Every time you connect with someone, your brain releases oxytocin, the same chemical responsible for bonding and trust. Now, imagine what happens when that bonding process gets repeatedly broken over and over again. Every time you tell yourself it's just casual, but deep down, you feel that emptiness creeping in. You start numbing yourself. You start seeing people as replaceable. You start feeling less and less capable of deep, lasting love. And one day, when you finally do want something real, you find out that you've conditioned yourself to push it away. Because that's what hookup culture trains people to do.
You say you want love, but what you mean is validation. You say you want partnership, but you mean a witness who will finally say you're good enough. You mistake anxiety for chemistry. You mistake distance for mystery. You mistake someone's unpredictability for a challenge you need to win. Because deep down, you believe that the harder they are to earn, the more valuable you must be if they choose you. So you chase unavailable people and call it fate. You pine after the one who won't text back and call it romantic tension. You ignore the steady love that feels unfamiliar because deep down your nervous system is wired for chaos.
This is pure gold. Are you breathing? You drinking water? You surviving these truth bombs? Good, because more are coming. And they don't care about your feelings.
Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good?
Manosphere, we working.
idea is that men are often taught to be overly agreeable, emotionally vulnerable, or self-sacrificing in ways that actually hurt them in dating and in life. In reality,
is that not true?
The red pill community argues, 80% of women want to be with the top 20% of men.
These stats come from dating apps. Most people are on dating apps.
Think about, right? So women are stressed. Women are not happy. And that word happiness is so tough, right? Because it means something different to different types of people, right? There's all these statistics and this twisting of data where it talks about how single women think they're the happiest. And I think the distinction there is like hedonism versus meaning. Married mothers have meaning and they have sacrificed in order to build meaning into their lives. Whereas the single, unmarried, non-mothers
But before you answer, let's roll some clips and provide some context. Here's your first dose of food for thought, straight from Keri herself.
All right. Hello, Miss Hilson. I saw your story on Snapchat last night and decided to give this a shot. My question is, have you ever been approached by guys and they told you they have a foot fetish because they love seeing your feet so much, whether it be in pictures, movie, or music videos? No, I've never been approached by a guy or guys who have just outright said I have a foot fetish. I have been in relationship with someone. I guess, yeah. I mean, he liked feet. We'll just leave it there. Okay.
Why does that not surprise me?
We'll just leave it there. Okay. He liked my feet. And he made me, honestly, I played basketball. So I didn't think I grew up with the cutest feet, but he made me love my feet. He made me accept and not hide them, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, all right, come on, purpose. Come on, you serve a purpose. Yes.
You heard that, right? That man served a purpose. He made her feel good about something she used to feel insecure about.
Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good?
That's what she remembers. A vibe, a moment, a function. But here's the thing. At 42, Keri Hilson is not just bringing herself to the table. She's bringing experiences, plural, years and years of them. So the real question becomes, is that a good thing for you? Does the fact that she's had a man worship her feet, another one betray her trust, and more we'll never hear about, does that make her wiser, or does it make your job harder? Let's keep going. More context.
Serge Ibaka.
Yes. Yeah, we did counseling. We were sitting with his pastor, and we did another counselor as well. Like, we did couples, he did individual, I was doing individual. Like, we tried it all.
How old was he?
Just was not going to change. He was much younger than me, 7 years younger than me. So I think I really would probably attribute everything to his age. Like, if I'm really being honest, like.
Hold on, man. 7 years younger. But he had the bag. See, when you got the bag, women will make all type of exceptions. See, if you that much younger than a woman, a lot of times she's just going to see you as her son. But like I said, if you got the bag, they'll make exceptions. But we all know women like to date a little bit older, a little bit wiser. 1 or 2 years younger, but you know how petty women are. They'll still see you as a kid if you're 1 or 2 years younger. 7 years younger? That's a sign that a woman is off mentally, I'll just say, if she's willing to date a man 7 years younger than her. What was he in? He was in middle school when she was graduating high school or some shit, or probably worse than that. So what? So when she was in 12th grade, he was in, Hold up. But wait, hold up. When she was graduating high school, he was in 5th grade. Think about that for a minute. This motherfucker was a 5th grader when she was graduating high school. Yeah, see, something is off mentally there for a woman willing to date a man 7 years younger.
Like
City.
he was mid 20s.
Oh, city boy for sure.
Yeah, and his team was up.
For
like,
sure.
Okay, it was, you know, there were happenings, and he deserved to live that. Like, that goes back to, like, I want what you want.
But
I don't want anything different than what you want. So if I would have told him how to love me better, it would have denied him the experience of being the man in the world.
Okay.
And being
But you already knew. But you already knew what it was. This is what's frustrating. These women want these famous basketball players and rappers and this and that, and you think you the only pussy he gonna fuck? You knew what it was. That's so stupid. For a grown ass woman in her 30s to date a man in his 20s who's up and a famous football player and think you the only pussy he gonna fuck. You knew better than that. I don't believe that's why y'all broke up. That's never the whole story. A 30-plus-year-old woman get with a famous football player and think he gonna be faithful. I don't believe you believe that, Keri. That's some goofy ass shit. It's like having a stripper for a wife and being like, nobody better ever touch your ass, though. I'm going to crash out and pop the place up if anybody ever touch your ass. Look, if your wife a stripper, somebody's going to touch her ass. Even if that go against the rules of the strip club. That's stupid to think that. If anybody ever touch your ass, we getting a divorce. You retarded, sir. If you think that.
denied him the experience of being the man in the world and being on the winning team at the time and having the experiences that he clearly wanted to have. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna deny you what you want. Have what you want. Just you may not have me and that. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you say, I want what you want. But what if the individual says, I want you
and that,
and just a dabble of that?
No.
Okay.
That's how big their ego is. These bad bitches think their pussy will be enough. I'm bad, so my pussy will be enough. It don't work that way. In my Mr. T voice. I'm gonna get that fucking meme loaded up today. It don't work that way. It don't. There's a million bad bitches out there. You being a bad bitch is not gonna make him stay faithful to you. That's what these bitches think. I'm bad, so a top 1% man ain't gonna wanna fuck no other women. Cause I'm bad. That's their ego and narcissism.
Oh,
okay.
That doesn't work.
Let's be clear. No one's defending cheating here. But when you're dating high-status men, that lifestyle comes with baggage. These men are surrounded by temptation, gorgeous women, DMs wide open. And a lot of them, they don't care that he's taken. If anything, that makes him more attractive. So yes, Keri says she learned a lot from that relationship. But again, is that a plus for you? Are you okay dating someone who's gone through that cycle? Heartbreak, counseling, betrayal, and all the emotional mileage that comes with it? Let's keep going. Another clip, and this one really matters.
We'll do a couple more. Are you single, and if so, why? I knew that would probably be a question.
Women hate answering questions after 25. And they progressively hate answering questions about their past every year after 25. They despise answering questions after 40. Because they got to account for why they this fine and still single. And it's because she's not fucking worth it. And she's not relationship or marriage material. So she hates that she got to come up with some fluff, some fucking mumbo jumbo, girly pop mumbo jumbo to explain it. Even though it's unexplainable without admitting you ain't shit as far as relationship material. That's why they hate answering questions. Because they hate being held accountable for all the relationships that didn't work out. Wait, did y'all just hear that rant or was I on mute? Let me know. Did y'all just hear that rant or was I on mute? Yeah, she didn't mind the foot fetish question, but she does mind the question, why you still single looking like this? Yeah, because the foot fetish question is still putting her in the queen position and she don't got an answer for no wrongdoing. Just talking about are dudes into your feet. Yeah. And when she got to account for all her failed relationships since 15, yeah, now she getting annoyed. Hey, did that rant I just go on? Oh, y'all did hear me? Okay, loud and clear. All right. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's get the donations up if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours. $10 down, 15 more to go. I feel like we can meet it. I don't know. How many people we got in here right now? Oh shit, only 17? I don't know. Maybe we can't meet it. Let's get the donations up. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. If you don't got PayPal or Cash App, you can put your card directly in Streamlabs, or you can do Super Chat, Super Sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Let's run it up. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, if not, I'm gonna get off after this video.
I knew that would probably be a question. Yes, I'm single. I'm what you would call super single, cause like I ain't got no hoes. I'm just kidding, but I really don't. I'm not engaging or entertaining anyone. Why? Why? Because I'm working. Because I love what I do, and I've been putting my all into this, and I haven't been meeting people. I haven't been going on any dates. That's normal for me. But it's been years. So, yeah.
You're a fucking loser. You're literally a fucking loser.
This is what they do. When they realize they're a train wreck and they can't make a relationship work with a man to save their life, they throw themselves into work. They go back to school. They do all type of shit to distract themselves so they don't drink themselves to death. You know? It's better than sitting at home with their own brain going over all the bullshit she did since 15 and all the shit that didn't work out and all the trauma and baggage. It's better to just throw yourself into work. 42, no kids, never married, and probably never will be married. And it's a fucking waste because it's a fine ass specimen right here. A complete fucking waste. I mean, what man want a wife who just at work all the time? Nobody. What's the point? We might as well not even be married. You gone all the time. And you know she want a top tier dude. He gone all the time. She gone all the time. What the fuck is the point of this? It wouldn't be a point. Lower the value, man. Look, she don't want no lower value, man. And that's why they give up. They like, the dudes I want don't want me, and the dudes that want me, I don't want. So let me just throw myself into work until I pass away. Another one bites the dust, y'all.
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life, ever.
Maybe she do got kids. Okay. I guess I gotta shut the fuck up on that. Hold on. I didn't know she had a kid. Really? Wait, she was married? Hold on. Oh, it says fact or fiction. American singer sent her fans in a frenzy. She took her Instagram post series baby bump. Look, do she got a fucking kid or not? After images of Hilson with the pregnant belly attracted a surge of interest from fans and well-wishers, Hilson took to her Instagram a few days later to reflect on the subject. Yada yada yada. There's a twist in the plot. Well, what the hell is the twist? I don't got time to read all this shit. What the fuck? Does she got a kid or not? Can I get a straight fucking answer? This pisses me off, man. I should be able to get this information on the internet. But can somebody can okay? Can my wrenches go try to put in some work and find out if Keri Hilson got kids? Wikipedia. She fucking have kids or not? Damn it. Think she has any kids, y'all?
I've been meeting people. I haven't been going on any dates. That's normal for me. But it's been years. So, yeah.
Work. She's been pouring everything into her career, not dating, not building relationships, not nurturing connection. Straight hustle, decade plus. And let's not kid ourselves. This isn't a no one wants her situation. Keri Hilson is a millionaire. She's famous. If she wanted dinner, a man would show up. So when she says she's not meeting people, that's probably because the men available to her don't meet her internal standards, financial or otherwise. Translation: most men are invisible to her. So to sum it all up, would you date Keri Hilson? We're talking about a 42-year-old woman who is still physically attractive, has multiple relationship experiences behind her, focused her prime years on career over connection, and now says she's super single. The question isn't whether she's a good or bad person. The question is whether her story, her age, her history, her priorities works for you. Does it line up with what you're looking for? Does it match where you are in life? Would you see her as high value now, not just physically, but in terms of long-term compatibility? This is the type of conversation the mainstream avoids, but we don't. So drop your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, man. Women's hypergamy just it curses them, man. It curses them. Honestly, good looks are a curse for women. Another reason why good looks are a curse for women: the better they look when they're younger, the more sad it is when they get old and ugly. The fall off is harder for a 9 or a 10. Because even if she go down to a 6, that's just a whole different. Yeah, it's rough, man. There's certain women I don't want to see old. I don't want to see Keri Hilson when she's 57. That shit is gonna be fucking sad. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just saying, like, A. Marie. I had a huge fucking crush on A. Marie in high school. I don't want to see her when she's 67. I don't want to see a picture of her at 67. I might shed a lonely tear. Who else? I'm trying to think, is there anybody else? I just don't want to see him old. Like, even seeing Jennifer Aniston old, that shit bothers me. Like, I'm not saying it in a mean way. I'm just something in my biology. Like, I don't want to see it. It seems weird to look at an old Jennifer Aniston. It hurts your feelings. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Am I about to get off here? Just one more thing I think I want to go over real quick. Let's get the donations up. Yeah, A. Marie probably still bad, but I don't even want to see the picture. Cause even if she's still bad, it's not the 23-year-old bad. It's like the 35, 40-year-old bad. But at least A. Marie married though. Okay, cool. So she won. That's my girl. That's my fucking girl. I knew I liked her for a reason. She been married since 2011. Oh, that's 14 years. Okay, A. Marie. You were one of the good ones. I got good taste. Let's see. A. Marie Wikipedia. There you go, A. Marie. There you go, baby. I'm glad you won, baby. I'm glad you won, baby. Come on. Where, what? Birth name, born. Come on, where the marriage at? Come on. Don't front on her husband, y'all. What the fuck? Why her husband ain't on her wiki? Was it bad for the career? Hold on. Is A. Marie married? Like, why they fronting on Lenny Nicholson? Why the fuck they fronting on Lenny Nicholson on her or maybe they ain't. Hold on, where he at? Songwriter, career, artistry, other projects, personal life. Okay. I guess they got him on here. Began dating her manager, Sony executive Lenny Nicholson. It was officially announced that A. Marie and Nicholson were engaged on February 10th and the couple married on June 2025, 2011 in an oceanfront ceremony in Angola or Anguilla. She now goes by A. Marie Nicholson or A. Marie Rogers Nicholson. On May 2018, she gave birth to the couple's first child, a son. That's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. I'm so glad she won. I'm so glad she won. Yeah, she had enough sense to cash herself in. So how old was she in 2011? That was 14 years ago. I mean, she still was past the wall technically, but you did your thing, baby. You won. She had it all. She had the career. She got the husband. She got a kid. She won. This is a woman who proved that women can have it all if they just got a little bit of fucking sense in their head. Just a little bit of fucking sense in their head. So glad she won. This is an example of a woman who essentially had it all. She had the career, she got the husband, she got the kid. She still got a career now. Love to see it. So let's see. She 45 now. So in 2011 she was 31. She got married at 31. Well, she probably her mom's probably Asian or dad's Asian. So somebody's Asian. They gave her the game. I ain't gonna do the Asian impression. You had the career, now it's time to get the husband. Y'all getting fed up of me glazing A. Marie? Let me saying the same thing over and over again. All right. Honestly, do I want to do another video before I get off? Even though the donations are slacking. Oh shit! I only got 5 people watching. Or maybe I will get off. Racist? I'm not racist. It was a joke. I love Asians. No, I don't know any Asians, but I don't have a problem with them. I knew I shouldn't have did the impression, but come on, you win some, you lose some. Maybe that was in bad taste, but I'm glad I did it anyway. Yeah, but A. Marie isn't celebrated like these other chicks. Yeah, she should be. She should be put on a pedestal. All right. Let's see. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this real quick.
Wait, bring the camera back down, baby, so I can see your face. Before I bring her on, let me see where the YouTube's at. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel, I'm looking at the subscriptions now. You gotta subscribe to the channel. And then you gotta like. The easiest thing to do is to like the video, child. It don't get no easier than that. It don't get no easier than liking the channel. We got 3,000 people on YouTube. Before I bring on the next guest, Oh, we going in here, child, because we at the hour. Y'all got to get the likes up to 1,000. Now all you got to do is like the video. Let me see where it's at.
Quick, let's look up Nicole Scherzinger. Nicole Scherzinger. AD, Austria D always roast her about how it's over for her and how he always used her as an archetype of older women who was just over for no matter how much plastic surgery she get. Let's look up her stats. Is Nicole Scherzinger not married, never married? Does she have any kids? I think she might have some. Let's see. Let's see. Not married. Let's see. Wiki. Personal life. I think she might be from Ohio. Okay. Scherzinger considers herself shy and keeps her personal life to herself. That's fine. And declines to answer questions in interviews that pertain to her relationships because they're a train wreck because she's not married. Not necessarily, but yeah. Well, actually, yeah, they're a train wreck. I'm going to throw it out there. My music is the only place I'm open about it. She was engaged to Nick Hexum, but didn't marry him. That's a huge red flag. A huge red flag when a woman has been engaged, even once is a red flag. If she was engaged to a dude and didn't go through with the marriage, let alone multiple engagements, whom she dated from 2000 to 2004. Zinger commenced a high-profile relationship with Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton after meeting at the MTV Music Awards. Their on and off relationship for 7 years was a tabloid fixture in the British press. That's another huge red flag. I don't do on and off relationships. If you're ever off, we off forever. Ain't no on and off. I don't play that on and off shit. That on and off shit is for the birds. So yeah, another huge red flag. They separated for the final time in February 2015. And in 2016, she was involved in a romantic relationship with Bulgarian tennis player Trov that ended in early 2019. Yeah, she can't keep a man to save her fucking life, and it's just over. It probably was over at 25. Like I said, regardless of if she's famous, not famous. Look, okay, for celebrities, I'll call it 30. Like if you haven't figured out how to make a relationship work with a man by 30, it's gonna be a revolving door for the rest of your fucking life. Damn near guaranteed. And really, I say by 23, 25, but I'll give the celebrities another 5 years to get it together. So that ended in 2019. In January 2020, Zinger confirmed her relationship with former Scottish rugby player Thomas Evans. Oh, okay, hold on. So, but she still ain't married. So in June 2027, no, in June 27, 2023, it was confirmed that they were engaged. So she been with him since 2020. So I'm assuming they're still together. So let's see. Come on. So, but why? But okay, they've been together since 2020, engaged in 2023, and still not married. Coming up on June 2025. Yeah, this bitch is a train wreck. Um, let's see. Is Nicole Scherzinger in a relationship? If something pop up and say this one didn't work out, it's fucking over. Just stop trying to date. Okay, they're engaged. She got her a hunk. She got her a fucking hunk. Is this her? He could have did better. He could have did better. For sure. For sure. I mean, she's still fit and stuff, but all this fucking plastic surgery and shit in her face, it's just a turn off, man. I would rather a bitch just have an old looking face than have a plastic surgery face. Let's see what she looking like, man. Let's see. Let's see what she looking like. Plastic surgery face. The ass bitch. Plastic surgery face ass bitch. When was this? 9 months ago? I'm guessing this is fairly recent. I mean, she got that strong. Yeah, nah, this is that strong, older plastic surgery face. I ain't feeling it. I mean, I get it. If somebody say, yeah, she's still bad, I get where you're coming from, but it just ain't for me. It just ain't for me. Now, let's see a picture of her when she was younger. I hate the pulled back face look. Fake lip. Yeah, this is too much of a masculine look for me. I mean, she ain't. I get it though. If you think she's hot, I get it. Uh, Younger. Let's see, 2000 and what, 6? What did she look like in 2006? Okay, yeah, let's see the young version. She still kind of had an old woman face when she was younger. Maybe this one. I mean, yeah, she alright. She's alright for me. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you? Yeah, she just alright for me. Um, oh, been over. Buck 22. I want to do this one and get this out the way real quick. Let's get this out the way. Something I want to talk about real quick.
She said she ready too. She look ready. All right, girl. Oh, it's frozen. All right, we got almost there. Y'all gotta get it to 1,000, and y'all gotta like and subscribe to the channel before I bring on the next guest. If the number don't move, I don't move. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see. Y'all taking your time. Miss Michael might drop, so y'all better go fast. Y'all better go fast. Let me see where we at. I'm checking. And the subscribers, I think, let me see. Listen, y'all, we can end the show right here. All right. Hi, Miss Michael. How you say?
Miss Michael, like, let's like. Like,
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
can direct y'all attention down to the bottom of the right screen where it says Mrs. Michelle Bland. Like, how the fuck does that say Michael? Oh my goodness. Yeah, the statue is based on Kendra. Michelle? Yeah, I don't know what's up with the cowgirl hats and the sombreros. I guess to hide the hairline. Just honestly, yeah, I don't know, man. It just seemed weird to me that these women put other women's hair on their head their whole life. I don't know. I guess they got to try to compete with white women. I don't know. Yeah, hold this fucking L, as MABW would say. that MICHELE spells Michael. Hold this fucking L, Hampton. Try not to make fun of her, but like, come on. I know you dyslexic or this. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just shouldn't make fun of her. God, what up, Ricardo? Goodness, great. I mean, but you got all this money though. Like, oh, always bragging about this money.
Hey, Michelle?
Yes, Michelle.
Oh, I couldn't see all of it. So
Yeah.
it's Mrs. Are you married?
Yes.
Wait a minute. What you calling us married for,
Because
girl?
I was talking about it and I'm trying to bring hope.
What you want to say?
Okay.
I want to bring hope for washed up ain't worth it bitches. That I already know where she about to go. I'm a typical piece of shit B-dub, but I got married. So there's hope for y'all. Oh my God. It ain't hope for you fellas. If you one of the dumbass motherfuckers who would do it, it ain't hope for you. I assure you. Oh my gosh. Oh. We gonna talk about it.
Wait a minute, what you calling us married for,
Because
girl?
I was talking about it and I'm trying to bring hope.
What you want to say?
Okay, so boom. I'm married. I've been married for 2 years. I have 2 baby fathers, and my husband is not none of my kids' daddy.
So let's stop right there.
Is this camera on me? Yes. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Like what? What?
Woo-hoo! Yes. Wow. Congratulations.
See, here's the thing. In situations like this, the fact that she's married isn't a testament to how good of a woman she is. It's a testament to how big of a simp her husband is and how pathetic and desperate her husband was. It's not a testament to how good of a woman she is, though. Let's just be very clear about that. Oh my gosh. So look, like I said, let's just be clear. I dated a single mother before. I'll just say that. I dated a single mother before. And it was because I didn't have any other motion. Flat out. And I say that to say this. Those are the only guys who date single mothers. If a dude got options and he got attractive women who aren't single mothers who act like they got some sense on his line, he's not going to pick the single mother. I'll just say 9 times out of 10, unless he's slow. So I can say with at least 90% certainty that this dude just didn't have any better options. And he's one of those dudes who just value having a woman near him. He's one of them dudes, look, I'll do anything to have a woman in my house. I'll take on you with kids, mental illness, as long as I could just have a woman. He's one of those guys. So let's talk about it. But here's the thing. Most men are locked out of the dating market. Most women find most men unattractive. So these are the deals that a lot of men, I'm not going to say they have to take it, but these are a lot of men's options. So for a lot of men, most men, I would say 70 to 80% of men have to either decide to stay single or get with an overweight woman or a old bitch, an overweight bitch, or a bitch with kids by multiple different men. That's what most men are left to date. Flat out. These women will only date a regular Joe after they washed up and fucked up and multiple kids by multiple daddies, mental illnesses, therapy, all they're only willing to date a regular dude after all that. So this is what most men are left with on the dating market in modern times. What up, Lauren? This is what they're left with. But me, look, I would rather just stay by myself. I would rather stay by myself. They only been married 2 years. So the verdict is still out. We don't know if this is going to work out. If I had to take a bet, I would say no. This is not going to be a 40-year marriage. I'd be willing to bet anything that this isn't going to be a 40-year marriage. Let's just be real. The guy who did it, he never got any play from women. Ever. I mean, I ain't going to say ever, but we can say for sure that this guy didn't have many options. Well, T. Orlando say the stat is 61% of black women have kids. You know, and the standards of the 39% who don't are going to be through the roof. So a lot of black men just accept the fact that, yeah, if I'm gonna be with a woman, she's probably gonna have kids by another dude. That they just accept that as the reality, even as soon as they walk out the door to go try to get a bitch. Black men already have it in their head that, yeah, she probably gonna have kids. That's something I just gotta accept. No, black man, it's not something you have to accept. Or at least not for somebody you trying to take serious. I don't know, man. My advice was just stay single, black man. If every woman you keep running into got kids from another man, just stay single, dude. Jack off or do whatever you gotta do. Cause honestly, BWs ain't worth it, period, anyway, even if she don't got kids. Like, so let alone if she got kids, it really ain't fucking worth it. You signing up for you signing up for hell, bro. You signing up for your own demise. And this woman has 2 kids by 2 different men. And wait till you hear about the 2 men she have kids with. And he signed up. Let me just let it continue.
Okay, so boom. I'm married. I've been married for 2 years. I have 2 baby fathers, and my husband is not none of my kids' daddy. Okay, so I had picked 2 guys who changed. One turned into an alcoholic. That he was a good guy until then. You know how you were saying something about you picked the wrong guy. It's not always that. So he was a good guy that started turning into an alcoholic. He said he was gonna quit. He never did. I left.
That's cap. That's
What? What?
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
What kind of shit is that?
let's Oh my gosh. He was a good guy and then one day he just became an alcoholic. I no, ma'am. That's not how that works. That's not how the fuck that works. Mm-mm. No. People don't just up and just become alcoholics just out the blue. Even when you first met him, he probably was drinking a little too much. If a motherfucker got to drink every day, he got a problem. Even if a motherfucker have 1 beer after work, if a motherfucker got to drink every day, to me that's there were signs that this was coming. I don't believe you still picked wrong, bitch. They don't want to take accountability for nothing. Even if he did come across like a good guy but turned into an alcoholic, then yeah, you missed something then, bitch. I mean, I'm not saying people can't, but develop certain things, but usually no. If a dude's a stand-up guy, most of the time, if you vetting properly, he's not just gonna turn into an alcoholic. But yeah, there's a very good chance she turned the motherfucker into an alcoholic. But man, but it's supposed to be till death do you part. Not that y'all was married, but still, I mean, these women claim they ride or die. Somebody becoming an alcoholic isn't justification to leave your spouse, even if y'all not married. You help that motherfucker get cleaned up. See, these women don't know shit about loyalty, man. They don't know shit about loyalty. Especially you said yourself he was a good guy. So that means he's worth working with and trying to help him beat his addiction so he can get back to being that good guy. So I call bullshit. Either way I call bullshit. But let's let her continue.
I had picked 2 guys who changed. One turned into an alcoholic. That he was a good guy until then. You know how you were saying something about you picked the wrong guy. It's not always that. So he was a good guy that started turning into an alcoholic. He said he was gonna quit. He never did. I left. The second guy turned into a dope fiend.
Why does that not surprise me?
I told you so.
This is just some nigga talking shit. This is just some nigga talking shit. And everybody's caught up in all that shit.
Here we go!
How do you lack so much self-awareness that you don't see how stupid all of this is?
Hold on. So are we not seeing a pattern here? It's not your fault. You just had two dudes that happen to become addicts. So it's nothing I did. It's just my first baby daddy turned out to be an alcoholic, and the second one was addicted to dope. So something about the dudes you picking is off. You're still picking wrong. Most men are alcoholics and dope fiends. So there's something about these guys that you should have been able to pick up on that could have told you that that might have been a a likely future for you being in a relationship with them. I love the fact that she don't think that reflects on them. My baby daddies are alcoholics and dope fiends. But it's nothing I did though. I didn't pick wrong though. They were wonderful human beings, the ideal humans, and then they just happen to get on substance. They just happen to develop substance problems.
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life ever.
Didn't pick wrong though. That's her whole argument. I want to come up here and give hope. It's not always that women pick wrong. Like what? Now, if she would have came up here and just said like, there really isn't any way to for her to make an argument that she's not responsible for anything. Even if there was a situation that transpired that, okay, I picked the right guys, but for some reason they just left me and they didn't give me no reason. They just up and left one day. Okay, we could still blame you because you didn't marry before you carried. So it's still your fault. I love it, man. You just gotta love it. They're always the victim.
I've been married for 2 years. I have two baby fathers, and my husband is not none of my kids' daddy. Okay. So I had picked two guys who changed. One turned into an alcoholic. That he was a good guy until then. You know how you were saying something about you picked the wrong guy? It's not always that. So he was a good guy that started turning into an alcoholic. He said he was gonna quit. He never did. I left. The second guy turned into a dope fiend. I had to go. You know what I'm saying? So there's always reasons and changes that happen that make people not compatible with you anymore. It's not always about you picking the wrong person. And just because you have kids is not the end of the world. I have three beautiful teenage daughters, and I don't have no issues with men. I don't let them discipline my kids or none of that. And I don't have no issues. They're good. So I'm
So hold on. So you had two kids by either the alcoholic or the dope fiend. So when did they become a dope fiend and alcoholic? Just never mind. And then when we could talk about the whole you can't discipline my kids, then yeah, I can't be with you. I mean, I really don't want to discipline your kids. Matter of fact, yeah, just don't date a bitch with kids. We don't even gotta go down this road. Just don't date a bitch with kids. Look, I'll be honest. When I seriously dated a woman with kids, I had the authority to discipline. I will say that. Because here's the thing. If I'm the man of the house, I got to run this shit. Even when I was blue pilled or whatever, I knew that if I'm the man in this relationship and in this house, I'm the boss. I still understood that concept. So yes, I still had authority to discipline her kids. If I didn't, I'd like, yeah, what the fuck I'm supposed to do with that? I'm not helping take care of these motherfuckers then. I'm not watching them or nothing. How can I not discipline them if I'm basically in the house fully taking care of them, watching them, all that, like managing the house? How the fuck could I not discipline the kids? That don't even make sense. How the fuck am I gonna live in the house with some kids as a grown ass fucking man and I can't discipline them? That don't even make sense. The fuck, like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know, man. I know black men are attracted to black women. I get it. Black men are really attracted to black women. I get it. Well, actually, I don't get it. But logically, I get it. You know, people are just naturally going to be attracted to their own kind. But I wouldn't even fuck B-dubs. I couldn't even fuck B-dubs. Actually, shout out Olu. Which part do you agree with, Olu? I'm losing track of what I'm saying my damn self. But shout out to Olu. It's been a minute. But yeah, please clarify which part you agree with, Olu. But fuck was I saying? I think I've said this before on my channel. The most that I've ever done with a BW. I got head from a BW once in high school. I'm trying to think. Have even more than one black woman sucked my cock? Let's think. I don't think so. Hold on. Let me think. I'm trying to think, y'all. Let me think. I'm trying to think hard, y'all. Hold on. One black woman blew me. And I think that's it. I'm trying to think hard. No, I take that back. I take that back. Two black women sucked me. If I'm forgetting one, I don't know. But I think the only sexual experiences I've had, and I'm a black man, if y'all didn't know already, the only sexual experiences I've had, I believe I've been blown by two black women. Oh, okay. Thank you, Olu. Okay. Yeah. Um. So yeah, I've been blown by two black women, but other than that, I've never had sex with a black woman. Two black women sucked me, but I've never fucked a black woman before in my life. And honestly, I probably never will. No, actually, I never will. I can. I never will. Um, especially knowing what I know now, I never will. HRU, I've been ninja watching before you went to eat. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm good. Olu, glad to see you. Glad to see you, Olu. Um, this is fucking crazy, man. I would love to just have a conversation with this dude that married this woman. I mean, it'll probably end in a fight, so never mind. But I would just love to pick his brain a little bit. Terry says I ain't missing out on nothing. Oh boy. Shout out to Terry Folds. Oh man. Yeah, I hear some bad stories about BWs and odors and all type of shit. Yeah, nah, no thank you. But let me talk about this real quick before I press play. There is this culture where black men pedestalize white women. There is a culture of that. Um and there's certain black men that, I mean, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It's there's a culture amongst black men where they pedestalize white women. I don't pedestalize white women because I know they ain't shit either. So yeah, I don't pedestalize them. I mean, yeah, they're better than black women, but that's not saying much. That's really not saying much at all. That is not a flex to say, well, we're better than black women. Okay, I mean that's not what the fuck. I'm smarter than a retarded person. Okay, that's not really a flex. So that's what I would educate certain black brothers on. Like, oh, I'm just gonna get a whittle. I'm just gonna get with a white woman. Well, you got an uphill battle with her too, buddy. These bitches, yeah, female nature is female nature. You definitely got an uphill battle with white women too. But I feel like with white women, they at least give you something to at least try to work with. I mean, not all, of course, but I feel like you have a higher chance of a woman at least coming to the table and giving you something to try to mold and work with a little bit. Something you could at least try to manage. Some bullshit that's at least manageable bullshit. Um, yeah, white women don't want to shut the fuck up either. Um, I'm trying to think if I had to say what the biggest difference between white women and black women. Because yeah, white women don't want to shut the fuck up either. I'm trying to think. The biggest difference. See, okay, the biggest difference is like, okay, white women still want to have the last word too, but like, okay, after the argument over, like they'll come and apologize, or they might come back and say, okay, yeah, you was right. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if I had to say, I would say white women probably apologize to their men way more than black women. See, okay, matter of fact, let me go into a little more detail. Oh, T. Orlando says he never has to ask for head from Becky's. They love it. Yeah, I've asked a couple times. I've asked a couple Becky's. Specifically, I asked the Becky who told me while we were dating, like, "Oh, I hate dudes that ask for it." I'm like, I didn't give a fuck. Like when she came over, I still asked for it. You want to suck it? Like, sorry, I don't want to beat around the bush with you. Can you suck it? I hate playing that stupid like beat around the bush game with women. Like, I'm a grown man. You over my house. Do you want to suck it? I'm not. We ain't here to play checkers. The fuck. Um. Oh, Olu sent in $5. So I got something for you. I got your compilation, Olu. Everybody shout out Olu in the chat. Um. Okay, here's the thing about white women versus black women. White women, here's what they don't do. Like, I'm just thinking about arguments with white women. They'll scream, they'll get mad, they'll argue back and forth with you. But I wouldn't consider it bucking up at you. White women will argue with you and raise their voice and talk shit and curse at you and whatever. But it's a different type of energy. It's never like, I'm bucking up on you like I could beat your ass type shit. Black women will buck up on you like they could beat your ass. There's a difference between a woman arguing with you, screaming, name calling, cussing, versus this energy like, nigga, we could throw hands. Like, I've never got that energy with a white woman like, nigga, we could throw hands. That's the difference. That's a big difference. Like, there's still an area a Becky won't go. Like, this motherfucker could still beat me up. Let me not go too far. Like, I'm gonna talk a little shit, but let me not go too far. Motherfucking Bonquisha getting up in your face. She poking you in the forehead. She begging you to hit her. All type of shit. No, I ain't never had no white woman beg me to hit her or nothing like that. Like, I just say there's a certain aggressive tone you could get in your voice with a white woman that she'd just be like, all right, maybe it's okay. I should shut up now. She, don't get me wrong, she'll keep pushing the limit, but there's a certain baritone you can put in your voice with a white woman that she'll be like, all right, I'm done now. This motherfucker really mad. With a black woman, you damn near gotta give her the Beats by Dre headphones to calm her down. Like, you damn near gotta read her a Betty Bye to calm her down. She ain't calming down unless she, not conscious. Yeah, like the only way she gonna calm down is if she sleep. If you get what I'm trying to say, that's the only way to get the riled up BW to calm down is to put her to sleep. Read her a Betty Bye, if you know what I mean. Other than that, she ain't shutting the fuck up, and she will have the last word. Yeah, ain't no point in putting up with all that, man. I just be by myself before I put up with all that. So yeah, I'll give you this advice, fellas. I'll give you this advice. If you ever feel the urge to put your hands on a woman, it's time to leave that relationship. Because I will say, I've been in certain relationships with white women where they got on my nerves, we got in an argument, but I can say I've never felt the urge to put my hands on them. I never even got an inkling. I never got a little tinge of a feeling to do that. If you ever feel like you damn near to the point where you about to put hands on that bitch, just leave her, bro. The relationship is over at that point. I ain't saying you can't get in an argument. You can get in an argument, but if you ever be like, man, I wanna do something to this bitch, yeah, just leave. Like, leave the relationship fully. It's over at that point. A man should never feel the urge to put his hands on his woman. She ain't the one for you if you ever get that urge. Because I've been in some big fights with some white women, but I never felt like, I should, or I wanna, or I oughta. I never had that feeling. Even in our worst blow up fight screaming match. Like,
And just because you have kids is not the end of the world. I have 3 beautiful teenage daughters, and I don't have no issues with men. I don't let them discipline my kids or none of that. And I don't have no issues. They're good. So I'm just here to tell people there is hope.
Well, I want to say this. I don't think that there's not hope. So if that's what came across, that wasn't the motive. But it is a true motive as sitting here. I think kids are blessings. But what we were talking about was we had a man that came on the show earlier, and he was saying that he had to leave a relationship because the woman wouldn't allow him to be the head of the household, which would have meant disciplining her child. And I said, I understand both point of views. I understand a mother's point of view of saying, no, you can't discipline my child. And I understand a man's point of view if he's ready to become the head of the household, pay all the bills, and say, you know what, I can't lead a household if I can't be the leader in all ways. So I'm happy that that's not your situation. You said you had teenage kids. So I don't know, what's your youngest child's age?
Black women don't want no man to lead them. Like, you can't tell me what to do, nigga. You ain't better than me. They have that type of mentality. So it's like, no, then okay, well, we don't, why even try to be in a relationship with a woman as a man, like, who feel like, no, nigga, you ain't telling me what to do. Well, okay, we don't need to be together then. If any woman that got a problem with a man telling her what to do is not relationship material. I mean that could be a first date question. I mean, obviously worded in a certain way, but that could be a first date question. So how do you feel about like male authority and, submissive and masculine? Like, how you feel about all that? Like, do you think your man should be able to tell you what to do? I mean, maybe I'm wording it wrong, but that could be that could be a question in the beginning. And if she say anything like, "Well, no, I mean we equal and nah," or I mean you can leave, but you don't gotta tell me what to do. Nah, I'm cool. Over, deal breaker. A feminine woman don't have a problem with the idea of a man telling her what to do, a man having authority over her, a man. She don't have a problem with that. So yeah, no, 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 nope. Because I can't protect you if I can't tell you what to do. Duck. What I got a duck for, motherfucker? Oh, boom. You out of here. The sniper took you out. I told you to duck. You ain't want to duck. You wanted to be stubborn, so now you out of here. Yeah, you'll be able to tell a lot from her answer to that question. Like, what do you think about a man having authority over you and being able to tell you what to do? What do you think about the idea of obeying a man or being submissive to a man? What you mean by obey? Check, please. Check, please. If you want to know what I mean by obey, or you ain't my daddy, well, I'm cool. God bless you. Go back to your daddy. I'm out of here. Fuck it. Cause I can't be a man to you. If I can't tell you what to do or guide you or tell you what I don't think you should wear, places I don't think you should be able to go, times I don't think you should be out at night. If I can't tell you that, then you telling me you will not allow me to be a man in your life. So I'm not even gonna fucking try. I'm not about to fight with no woman to be a man in her life. If you don't want me here, I won't be here. If you don't want my manhood and my guidance, then it's cool. God bless you. What the fuck what we doing? Like, nah, man, nah. Everything an argument, that sounds like hell. No. Yeah, I've been in relationships where it's like everything's an argument. Everything's a fucking argument. Fellas, don't do it, man. Like, oh, can you put I could say, can you put the milk on this rack in the refrigerator? Well, I gotta put it on that rack. No, it shouldn't go on that. Oh no, I'm cool, man. If you gotta argue with something simple like that, something simple as can you put the milk on this rack, on the second rack instead of the top rack? No, I want to put it on the first rack. Well, what does it matter if I put it on the first? No, I'm cool, man. That's another deal breaker, fellas. If a woman arguing about little shit, if she can't even take your direction about little shit, can you imagine big shit? I want a woman who can just disagree with me, but still just say, "All right, you got it, babe. All right." I want a woman who's gonna say, "Yeah, babe, I'll put it on the I'll start putting it on the second shelf." And even in her head, she's like, "This motherfucker, it don't even need to go on the second." She can say this in her head. Dumbass motherfucker want me to put it on the second shelf. Oh, it don't need to go on the second shelf. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. She could think that in her head, but be like, "All right, babe." But out loud, she like, "All right, babe, I'll put it on the second shelf." I need a woman like that. You know what I mean? I need a fucking woman like that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, man.
Had to leave a relationship because the woman wouldn't allow him to be the head of the household, which would have meant disciplining her child. And I said, I understand both point of views. I understand a mother's point of view of saying, no, you can't discipline my child. And I understand a man's point of view if he's ready to become the head of the household, pay all the bills, and say, you know what, I can't lead a household if I can't be the leader in all ways. So I'm happy that that's not your situation. You said you had teenage kids. So I don't know, what's your youngest child's age?
14, 15,
Okay.
and 16.
Yes, and I think it's great, and I'm happy that you represent that. But there is the other side to that too. And we were also talking about younger kids than your age of 14. The guy
That
you
still
talking
need
about.
discipline, right?
So I think that you just have to understand life all comes with consequences, right? So kids are blessings. I stand on that. But sometimes the kid might just be, nobody gonna love your kids more than you.
True.
So if you can get it right, I think this goes for both ways. Men too. There's men who have kids with women, and then now they have this hard dynamic. And it's like, well, maybe you should have picked another woman to procreate with. It goes both ways. And I don't think
This is stupid, man. Society is so stupid these days. You supposed to fucking have kids with your husband or wife. Flat the fuck out. You already lost if you having kids out of wedlock. Let's just keep this shit simple. But this is why you're not supposed to take no advice from no fucking bitches, man. They on here trying to kick game. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, man. Hate this fucking empowerment shit, man. Y'all shouldn't be talking. Hey, I know it sounds toxic, but they ain't supposed to be talking, bro. Here's the thing. We gave them a chance to talk to see maybe we was wrong. Maybe we was tripping by not letting y'all talk. So go ahead and talk for 100 years. Let's see. And they ain't said shit in 100 years, really. It's been nothing but destruction and like just destroying society and misleading each other. This is why the Middle East is the way it is. Y'all ain't supposed to be talking like that. I ain't saying not talk at all, but like nah, man. Nah, man. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. Not like, okay, let me be clear. There's 20% of y'all who maybe, okay, cool. Like, you could talk and say some shit that makes sense and okay, cool. But the other 80% of y'all, man, hell no. I give it 20%. But the other 80%, hell no, man. No. Talk too fucking much and don't be saying nothing or saying some destructive shit or some misleading, misguiding shit. My goodness, man. I ain't supposed to be fucking talking. See, let me touch on that too real quick. Even when I go to certain family events or certain events or whatever, like the woes have too much liberty to just run off at the mouth. They be saying all type of disrespectful shit, saying little slick shit. Like y'all, like there was a time when men ran their fucking household. And in the times that I'm talking about, a bitch wasn't just running off at the mouth at everything that popped up in her head. It was one of them things pretty much like, speak when you spoken to. And I'm not saying it in a degrading way, but there's a reason why these rules were in place. And the older I get, the more I realize why certain old rules were in place. Like, because like I said, these certain events that I be going to, women just be saying all type of random disrespectful shit, slick shit. I'm like, man, we need to go back to where these bitches didn't feel comfortable just saying anything that pop up in their head. Because a lot of times when they talk, it's to stir up some bullshit drama. You know they love drama. They stir up drama we had a motherfucking family event. This supposed to be love and good times. You stirring up drama. Just shut the fuck up. Like, what are you ain't even talking about nothing. And it sickens me to see the husband sitting there and you ain't even gonna say nothing to this bitch now. You ain't gonna say nothing to the bitch later. And she's completely out of pocket for what she just said. And you ain't gonna check her at all about it. Like, you could make an argument, I didn't want to check her at the table. You ain't gonna check her when y'all get home. You ain't gonna check her in the car. You're not gonna say nothing. Like, that shit is sickening, man. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes are just there. They're not men in these women's lives. They're just there. That shit is sad, man. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. I just be by myself. If I can't be a man in this situation, I'll just go be by myself. Let's continue.
And then now they have this hard dynamic. And it's like, well, maybe you should have picked another woman to procreate with. It goes both ways. And I don't think that should be hit with so much like pushback.
But see, when you're older, you can look back in retrospect and be like, oh, well, I should have did this, could have did this, would have did this. We talking about people who's probably still young and making their mistakes, their first child or first children.
No, that's the same I was young and dumb excuse that doesn't fly. Your ass shouldn't have been in a position to even be making no decisions like these. That it goes back to what I just said. Y'all not supposed to be running your own lives. Your little young, hot in the pants ass shouldn't have been in any position to even. I mean, we know, young people can sneak off and fuck. I get it. But see, this is why, like back in the day, the community had their foots on a bitch neck, on a young bitch's neck. Like, where you going, where you at? Everybody had to keep an eye on the bitch so she don't sneak off and go fuck. Because everything is going to get ruined. The whole family tree going to get ruined if this, bitch go off and fuck some low life or something. Or go get ran through. This is why I fully believe that these young woes, they need to be completely controlled and watched over 24/7. Like on some, like just, yeah. Fucking young and dumb. No, man, I don't want to hear that shit. You supposed to have a family structure that's raising you and keeping an eye on you. Whether that's putting you on birth control, whatever that need to be done to keep an eye on you so you ain't out here doing retarded shit that's gonna fuck up the whole family legacy. Tie that young and dumb excuse. See, and this is what I want to touch on real quick. Back in the day, and I ain't talking about the 50s and 60s. I'm like, back hundreds of years ago or wherever the fuck, and in certain places still now. At 16, you had to be a grown ass man and woman. See, the maturity level keep dropping to the point now we talking about, I'm young, I'm still 32, I'm young. No, the fuck you aren't. In certain cultures around the world and at certain periods in human history, you had to be grown the fuck up on some mature shit at 15, 16, 17. Motherfuckers out hunting tigers and taking care of the family at 17. Women were raising full kids at 14, 15. They had to be mature. Shit was real. Shit was serious. Life or death was on the line. It wasn't no playing around till you 30, 35, and then you'll start taking life serious. No. Like this whole thing, like young, man, 20 not supposed to, 18, 19, 20 not really supposed to be young, man. It's just the culture's so fucked up that we somehow telling, people, oh, just play around till you're 30. Like, no. No. I would want to raise my kid up to be mature at 16, 17, 18. Life ain't no fucking joke. Especially for a young girl, the decisions you make from 15 to 20 are going to decide the rest of your whole life. That's what I'm saying. We got to stop pushing this egalitarianism or whatever the fuck you call it, this equal blank slate egalitarianism, whatever the fuck it's called. Like men and women are completely equal. To be honest, yeah, a boy could kind of fuck around from 15 and 20, as long as they don't get no chick pregnant, and still, everything be cool. But no, a young girl don't have the liberty to just fuck around and have fun and do dumb shit from 15 to 20. 15 to 20, this is it. this is the trajectory that your life's gonna be on from now on. The shit you did from 15 to 20. I don't know why people act like they don't know that. Because I always tell you, when woes get on one path, that's the path they're on. They can't get on any other path. It's possible, but it's slim to none. Men can. I think Sam Jackson was on drugs for 20 years and then became Sam Jackson. Like, once a woman get on that whole path or that reckless path, that's it, man. Like, even this woman, 2 kids by 2 different baby daddies, she got married. Yeah, I always say bitches can get married. That don't mean it's gonna work out. So yeah, man. I always say when women get ruined, they ruin for life. So when they ruin themselves from 13 to 18 or 15 to 20, that's it. They cooked. They're fucking cooked. Probably to never be in a happy, wholesome, functional, lifelong lasting relationship ever. So I'm tired of this young and dumb excuse. Because let's be very fucking clear about this. If women's looks didn't fade, they would still be doing what they were doing when they were 20. Now, yeah, kids can slow them down. But let's put it like this. So, okay, let's say she had 2 kids by 2 different dudes. It slowed her down. And she had to raise her kids for 20 years. If women's looks didn't fade, after the kids left, they would just go back to the streets. Like this woman right here. She would have never dated this guy that she married when she was 23, ever in a trillion fucking years. She would have never looked his way when she was 23. She needed a bailout. That's why she married him and all that. For the security of it. For her retirement plan. But yeah, if this woman still looked 19 now, do you think she would still be with this dude? If she had a tight banging ass body and looked 19, do you think she would still be with this guy? Of fucking course not.
Create with. It goes both ways. I don't think that should be hit with so much like pushback.
But see, when you're older, you can look back in retrospect and be like, oh, well, I should have did this, could have did this, would have did this. We talking about people who's probably still young and making their mistakes, their first child or first children. They're learning still. You can't really hold that against them if you don't know how to work a relationship outside of your baby's father or baby's mother with the new person that you're trying to build with. It's like it's a different thing for every person. It's not all the same.
And I agree with that.
I don't. I mean, oh my, it's just a cop out. It's all just cop outs. Look, we're all different. Not really. I mean, we do have differences, but when it comes to certain shit, we pretty much the same. When it comes, like, you a woman with multiple kids by multiple different baby daddies. Your typical B-dub attitude, typical B-dub situation. You're not different. There might be some differences, little intricacies, but when it comes to the macro, it's all the same shit. Ain't nothing new under the sun when it comes to the macro. I just put it like that. So this is cap. It's just another way for you to avoid taking accountability. I love when people just think they're oh so different than everybody else. You're not. You're fucking not. I'm not. In a lot of ways, I'll say.
But on the flip side is the great thing is I always say I want this show to be an enlightening moment. And this
What? What are you talking about?
Kendra G about to kick some knowledge, y'all. Get the earwax out of your ears.
But on the flip side is the great thing is I always say I want this show to be an enlightening moment. And this is why I don't mind having this dialogue with you. I like to give people who have a difference of opinion to come on my show because I don't want to be the only voice. Like if we can have a dialogue and we can enlighten and educate and all of that, then we all win. Right. But I do think the best way, so you don't have to worry about if this man should discipline my child or not discipline my child, is you can do a better chance of deciding who you procreate with. I don't think that's a foreign. I don't think that's a foreign thing.
The actual father could be worse than a stranger.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas fire out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
That's the fucking point. Pick somebody who's not bad. But see, they don't want a person who's not bad. They love fucking on the bad boys. Fuck, man. Bad is only bad after they get washed the fuck up. Bad ain't bad when they 19 and got a tight body. Bad is the best thing in the fucking world, and they'll go to the end of the earth to keep fucking on bad. But the father could be worse than a stranger. Why the fuck did you reproduce with a dude who worse than a stranger? Who could be worse than a stranger? Like, shut the fuck up, man. We all know black women don't want to fuck on no nice guys. If she could go back and do it again, she wouldn't have no baby with no fucking nice guy. There is no multiverse where she would fuck and have a baby with a good dude. I don't know if it's most women. I don't know. But I don't know if it's most. Fuck it. I'm gonna say, well, no. Let's just talk about BWs. I can't. I do feel comfortable saying most in this situation. Most BWs are fucking repulsed by good men. That's the fucking truth. Black women do not want to fuck no good guys. There's nothing that make a black pussy drier than a good person. A man who's a good person. Like, I got a meme for it. Like to hear it, here you go.
The whole reason why I really didn't pursue it because he was a good guy.
Absolutely not.
I'll just say the majority. Yeah, I'll say the majority. But see, here's the thing though. For a woman to, not that she got to prove shit to me, who am I? But what I'm saying is, if we're gonna say, oh, yeah, okay, so yeah, if we say 90% of black women are repulsed by good guys, okay, cool. So, but here's the thing about the 10% who aren't. Look, and we'll just go all races. And I said this recently on another live. The women, the girls, I'll just say girls. The girls who are genuinely attracted to good guys are still with the same good guys from high school and college. Like the proof is in the fucking pudding. If women say, "Oh, I'm into good guys," no, you ain't. If you were in good guys, you would have figured out dating before 23. Point, no exceptions, no exceptions, no exceptions. You're even if you an ugly woman. I was gonna say attractive, but let's just say women who have any attractiveness on them, 6s and up. If I'm looking at a woman and she is 6 and up, talking about I like good guys, I've always liked good guys. That's a fucking lie, because you would still be with one of the good guys from high school or college. Fucking period. Damn near no exceptions. So yeah, the proof is in the pudding if a woman says she's always like nice guys, because relationships work out with nice guys. I mean, there's other things that can make relationships not work, but you know what I'm saying. Because people like to have this debate of is there such thing as a good woman or who the good women are. Look, and this is one of my favorite bars that I've ever spit on my whole channel. The 8 years I've been doing this. It's simple. Good women pick good men. So like if we want to talk about who's a good woman in the dating market, a good woman in the dating market is a woman who picked a good man, know the value of a good man, and know that she should do everything in her power to make this relationship work with this good man. Cause shit gonna come up, it's life. There's gonna be disagreements, arguments, deaths in the family, a whole bunch of shit that life throw at you. But you know how I could tell who's a good woman? Cause she picked a good man first. She values that good man, and she know there's nothing more important in this life than to try to make it work out with this good man. And as Lauren said, and this is very important, y'all. As Lauren just said, it's easy to make it work out with a good guy because he's a fucking good guy. So if you're a good woman, like it's easy. It's so relationships are way easier than people make them out to be. Well, let me put it like this. How do I want to put this? It's so fucking easy to make a good man happy. Super fucking easy. Super easy. So if every woman who ever been in a relationship with a good guy and it didn't work out, she's the reason it didn't work out. Period. Because he's a good dude. It's simple. This shit is simple. Relationships that have a good man and a good woman in it work out 99% of the fucking time. It's just that simple. Like it's. Let's just finish this.
Better chance of deciding who you procreate with. I don't think that's the foreign. I don't think that's a foreign thing.
The actual father could be worse than a stranger when it comes to this.
So, all right, so, but do you not? Okay, I know it worked in your favor, but are you saying that a woman, let's say she doesn't have kids yet, for an advice to give is look at his character. If he has 5 kids, maybe don't procreate with him because he has 5 kids and he's already showing you he's not showing up for those kids. Like, you don't think giving that message out there is worthy?
I agree. I think people should ask the right questions at the beginning, and people should stop dating for looks, and they should actually do some homework. They should look and see if Down syndrome and all these things that are.
Huh? Are you fucking serious, ho? like his.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
This is just some nigga talking shit. This is just some nigga talking shit. And everybody's caught up in all that shit.
She's going to have issues for the rest of her life.
Robert, stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing.
You got to check to see if they got a history of Down syndrome in his family. Kendra talking about check his character to see if he a good dude, and her mind went to, make sure he ain't gonna have some Down syndrome kids. What? The fuck are you talking about? Yeah, she missed the whole point. The whole fucking point. Oh, listen, let me just say this real quick. And this is why yeah, let me play that real quick before I say this.
She went so deep, she went past hell.
Well, I guess this.
She went past Satan, saying like, "Where are you going? You're home now."
Listen, this is why the fathers used to pick the mate. I do not believe we should live in a society where woes are picking their own mates. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. We need gatekeepers in families, man. Like, wow. Families don't get built on what turn women on. If women start following what make they pussy wet, it's going to be chaos that we have today. Fathers should be the ones dictating who's going to be a good mate that's going to facilitate a family and keep the family tree honorable. It's not about what makes you happy, bitch. And it's not about what make your pussy wet and who going to fuck you right and who going to make you feel excited for 50 years, bitch. As long as that's what mating is based on, we're fucking doomed. That's why they shouldn't be allowed to pick their own mate. I stand by it. I fucking stand by it, man.
Questions at the beginning, and people should stop dating for looks, and they should actually do some homework. They should look and see if Down syndrome and all these things that are going around are in the person's family, diabetes, all these issues that they have to deal with. They don't think about it when they, laid up with a cute person.
Like, what?
It's like, oh, well, we might make cute babies. No, you might have somebody who got HIV.
Like, what?
What? What are you talking about?
What kind of shit is that?
I don't even have nothing to say. Olu, this for you, Olu. I forgot to do this.
Say they get money, but I can't tell, ho. Yeah, glow. You can fuck with me if you wanted to. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing.
Hey, bitch, I'm a problem. Nobody solving. You can keep hating, I'm popping regardless.
Work to see this since first grade. I been that bitch. You got a girl, but it's cool. I ain't gonna say her shit.
You know niggas love bitches with money. You know niggas love bitches with money. You know niggas love bitches with money.
You ain't never fuck with no boss, bitch. I turned you out. When a real one holds you down, babe, you supposed to drink.
Stone sets, I got my own baguettes.
Jealousy, let it go. Results could be tragic. I push the beat, not the backseat girl. I push the beat, not the backseat girl.
You know what I'm saying? You might want to ask the real questions at the beginning besides what you do for a living. That only gets you so far. I think that's what the main problem is. People are not dating with intention to really build something. They're just trying to have fun. And then babies come from the fun. That's it.
She just cooked there. Now, that's true. Okay, I'll give her credit when credit is due. You know, when a woman's actually say something that makes sense, I'll give them credit for it. It's rare, but hey, I'm looking to give them credit. Um, look, he's right. In the black community, women prioritize good dick and is he sexy first, and then babies just come from it. I'm looking to have fun with a tall, handsome, charismatic, masculine nigga who fucking me right, and then babies just come from it. We all know most black women prioritize good dick over character, and that's why we in the position we in. Situationships with dudes with good dick and kids come from it. A lot of these women were never in relationships. Fuck marry before you carry. These bitches aren't in a relationship with these dudes before they carry. That's how messed up it is. The truth is, it's a wrap for the black community, unfortunately. I hate it's sad, man. We really could have been great. Because everybody want to be like us. We got the creativity, the swagger, just we got so much going for us, but we just can't fucking get the foundation together. You just can't fucking get the foundation together. There's too many black people trying to be cool instead of trying to be righteous. That's what's wrong with the black community. Another thing that's wrong with the black community, we reject conservatism when that's what we need to be embracing to have a functional fucking society, or to have a functional community. Fuck all these liberal policies and trying to be a Democrat because the Republicans racist, conservatism is racist. No, black people used to be conservative, and that's when we were honorable people. So black people need to stop giving a fuck about being cool, give a fuck about being righteous, and bring back conservative values. That's what saves the black community, and I don't think that's going to happen. But we know what the answer is, what's going to save the black community. Intact families, conservative values, and upholding righteousness and honor over upholding, am I cool? I don't give a fuck about being cool. I'm just past that point. But it's true. Everybody do want to be like black people. I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people want to be like black people. You know, I can't say everybody, but yeah, a lot of different people from different races love our shit. How we talk, how we dress, everything about us. The world do think we cool. It's crazy because they hate us, but at the same time, they love what we do, how we talk. Like, it's a weird thing. Like, they hate us, but they love us. It's a weird dynamic. It's a weird fucking dynamic. uh,
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
So now let me pick your brain. So obviously this is a single show. Tell me why you enjoy watching a single show.
Why? It's entertaining as hell. And I get to look. And so I be watching Kendra. I be locked in. I've been listening to you since you was on the radio, though. I don't even think. Did they replace you with somebody? Anyways.
No, I'm irreplaceable. Me and Zach. So
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas fire out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna.
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep rolling.
true. This is not.
Not a chance in hell, Brett.
Zero. You've already made up your mind.
Absolutely.
Oh, Kendra's narcissism seeping through again. I'm irreplaceable. Kendra, stop it. There's nothing about you that's like, oh my gosh, man. Oh boy, Kendra, we don't like you as a host. What don't you get? We don't even like you as a host. Just never mind.
Yeah. I've been listening to you since you was on the radio, though. I don't even think. Did they replace you with somebody? Anyways.
No, I'm irreplaceable. Me and Zach. So shout out to Zach Boog, which I don't know. Me and Zach, when I quit my job in Chicago, which was 2 years ago, they have never replaced me on the morning show. They have never got another
I didn't
female.
think so.
So me and Zach said I'm the definition of irreplaceable.
Myself.
Right.
Oh, that's how. Yeah. So yeah, I think a lot of the times people waste time and they don't realize what they're getting into. So I agree that what you were saying is true.
Can I ask you another question? It might be personal.
It's cool.
In your marriage, is your husband the provider?
Yes. And I'm not having it any other way.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Or
Here's another idea. This is going to be very controversial. You could shut the up.
Yeah, T. Orlando, you hit the nail on the head. He said she's not worth replacing. She didn't add anything to begin with. Like, we could just let that role go empty. But she said, look, of course he's providing. I wouldn't have it any other way. And period. Just the attitude, the entitlement, the bitchiness of it all. Like, oh my, let's listen to that again. Like, she found a sucker to do it. See, here's the thing. There's always a sucker out there. There's always a sucker out there that'll pay $10,000 for a cookie because a motherfucker said, Jesus face is in it. There's always a dumbass who'll do something stupid. There's always a dumbass that'll come in, a pathetic man who never got play from women, who'll come in and pay all the bills of a bitch with 2 kids by 2 different baby daddies and giving them attitude to boot. There's always a dumbass out there who'll do it. Always. Oh my gosh, man. Hey. Couldn't be me. God bless him, man. God, that's crazy. Let's hear that one more time.
The provider?
Yes. And I'm not having it any other way.
Woo!
He don't even want me to work because he
So
said.
you said that he doesn't discipline your kids at all? Like he doesn't say he doesn't have any type of direction with your children?
We communicate together about things that's going on, and then we kind of, he'll give advice. He'll preach or he'll give advice. He's very spiritual, so he'll come with biblical advice for them, or he'll tell them, well, maybe you should think about this. You know what I'm saying? He don't be like, oh, I'm gonna whoop you, because what? I don't even whoop my kids. So
did he have kids already prior?
No, he doesn't have kids.
Oh,
that's probably why I'm winning too.
Yeah, you hit the jackpot, girlfriend.
40 with no kids.
He didn't want kids?
Yeah, he wants kids. We're working on it. But see, we've had conversations. We planned it. This is my first opportunity as a grown woman to plan a baby. And it's hard.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
And this motherfucker must be 600 pounds or something, man. What? I really want to see this motherfucker. You 40, no kids, and got the means to provide for a family of 5, and you think this the best you could do? Oh my gosh, man. Oh my, men really don't know their worth because society beat us down so much. We get insulted, belittled, emasculated our whole lives, so we think we ain't worth shit and we don't deserve shit. 40-year-old man with the money to provide for a family of 5, no kids, and he thought this was the best he could do. That shows how low our self-esteem is, even when we up. It's our people suffer from a lack of knowledge. Ain't that a Bible verse or something? I don't know, man. Do he just not know any better? What's up, man? Oh my goodness, man. I don't even know what to see. And let's be clear. This is why they say they want a God-fearing man. She said he was very spiritual, very religious, like he be feeding everybody Bible verses. This is why they want a God-fearing man, because they think God-fearing mean a damn fool. And I guess sometimes it do mean that. It's such a bad deal. But I just, this is a perfect example of what women mean when they say, I want a God-fearing man. I want a man I can control through the Bible and who will forgive me for all my sins like Jesus would, and still take me on and see me as a valuable woman of God, a child of God. Yeah, Lauren, I mean, I get it if you didn't want kids, but I'll say this. I'll speak up for the people with kids. Um, Best thing ever. It's the worst and best thing ever. I don't know, like having kids is the shit. Even when it's bad, it's good. I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain it. It's hard to explain it. Yeah, his self-esteem must be in the dump, y'all. For some reason, maybe he's ugly. I don't know. Maybe he got an overbite or something. I don't know. An eye patch. This man's self-esteem is in the fucking dumps. Yeah, having kids is dope, man. It really is. It gives your life a whole different type of purpose. I'll give you that. No matter how crazy they drive you, no matter all the problems that might come with it, like life is just it's a different level, man. I gotta admit, having kids take you to a different level. It do. That's the best way for me to put it. It's a different level of human existence. And like everything else, it come with positives and negatives. But just like being LeBron James come with positives and negatives. But yeah, it's a different level of human existence. That's the best way I could put it. For better or for worse. It's a different plateau. It teaches you so much about yourself. Um they make you better. Like they help you see certain flaws maybe you didn't even know you had. Um they inspire you to want to be a better person. Well, it puts a mirror up to you, for real. Because then, even like, let's just say you cuss a lot, and you around your kid, like, oh, I gotta stop cussing. See, they made you better by default. I don't cuss no more because I had to stop cussing in front of my baby. It's great. I think it's great. Um, yeah, let's finish this up. Anybody want to send in a donation? I would be cool with it. This is going on a 3 hour stream. We didn't even meet the 2 hour stream goal. So yeah, donations are welcome this Sunday morning. I'm sending around the offering plate. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. If you don't got Cash App or PayPal, you can put your card into Streamlabs or Super Chat, Super Sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Yeah.
This is my first opportunity as a grown woman to plan a baby. And it's hard as hell for some reason. When I wasn't trying, they came out like it wasn't nothing. Yeah, I probably.
That's God's trying to save that brother. That's God's way of trying to save that brother. But ain't you 40, ma'am? How old are you? Yeah, she like 40 years old. I mean, I would imagine it would be hard. I would imagine that would be hard. Like, oh man, that's such a bad deal. Shout out to Random Perspective. He sent in $5. This for you, Random Perspective. Everybody shout out RP.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles, I run shit. You just live it.
More power to him.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother. I hear you. Man, I hear you.
City boy, city boy.
My nigga.
And they came out like it wasn't nothing. Yeah, I probably try to talk to God, but yeah, that's where I'm at.
Well, listen, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story, and I hope that someone watching, if I pulled on a heartstring that you didn't like, use Miss Michelle as an example of how it can work. Listen, I do know that single moms. I think mothers are superheroes, especially Black mothers.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna.
This is not true. This is not. Doesn't even make sense.
Let's clear this up on Mother's Day. I want to clear this right up on Mother's Day. If you couldn't facilitate a good father and stay in a relationship with that good father for your kid's sake, you're not a superhero. You're not a good mother. Fuck off. Unless you are all right mother. That's the highest status you can get. Fuck out of here. Superheroes. The worst mothers in the fucking America. The worst mothers in America are not fucking superheroes. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Do you see the results in the black community? Superheroes? Are you fucking kidding me? Never mind. Just
someone watching, if I pulled on a heartstring that you didn't like, use Miss Michelle as an example of how it can work. Listen, I do know that single moms, I think mothers are superheroes, especially black mothers. You know, they gave birth to the people that run the world, from black women to black men. But I will stand by there. Every action has a consequence. So yes, you could drive a car with no shoes on, but it's better to have shoes on when you're driving a car. You know, and I think that's kind of like the message to get at. So if you hear in this moment, you know, and the kids are here, you know, rule number one, if a man doesn't love your kids, you keep it going. Like, that's just non-negotiable. But you do have to accept that there will be some men, unlike your husband, it seems like your husband is just heaven sent, like a Russell Wilson, that didn't care and just loved you for it. And I think
he
that's
just
amazing.
focuses on me and lets me do my job as a mom. I think that's what it is. Like, I'm his wife. My kids are a package deal, of course. He'll provide for them as well as he's providing for me, but they don't need the structure that a toddler might.
Okay. Well, fair enough. Well,
that's oh my gosh. I don't even got a comment towards that. All right, I'm out, y'all. It's a long ass stream. I'll be back tonight. Probably between 5 and 6 Central Time. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. Because he's probably going to ask you about that when you meet him. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play an asshole on the internet. And I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life, ever. I don't know if I might do another exclusive episode. So yeah, join the membership if you want to see the exclusive episodes and get access to early content. And follow me on Rumble, because I don't know how long I'm going to be on this godforsaken. Well, I'm probably going to be on YouTube forever because I'm going to keep restarting accounts. But I'm really tired of YouTube. Follow me on Rumble so I don't lose touch with any of you guys. And check out the merch. New merch is up. The Proverbs 21:9 merch is up. The Bible was right about women is up. Other than that, I'll see y'all on the flippity flip.